Sister Rani, I had read somewhere that Paramatma, which is God, is basically Param Atma, that is our higher consciousness. So, is that true that, and in German there was a book that I had read which said, wir alle sind eine Funken von Gott, which means that we're all a spark of the sun, which is God. What is God? Is it the same as the universe? Is it the soul? Is it the master soul? How do we understand that?
The two words, Atma, Param Atma. Like there is Mahatma, there is Devatma, there is Punya Atma, there is Pap Atma, which means we are giving the label to the soul based on the sanskars of the soul. So
Okay.
Atma is soul. Mahanatma, someone who's done great work. Punya Atma, who's done divine work. Papatma, someone who's done something evil. Param Atma, which means the supreme soul. So supreme soul means, when we can say supreme soul, we can say supreme power, we can say divine power, we can say God. Understanding is more important. Words is everyone's vocabulary and language.
Sure.
Understanding is more important, that each one of us is a soul and we come into this cycle of birth and death, the cycle of sanskar and karma and destiny. But there is one soul who does not come into this cycle. And that is why that soul's power always remains constant. That's why you said the sun.
Yeah.
So sun means the sun of powers, the sun of knowledge, the sun of purity. इसको हम कहते हैं ज्ञान सूर्य, the sun of knowledge. So Param Atma, the supreme soul, does not come into the cycle of birth and death. And that's why we always say like this. हम ऐसे करते हैं, हम यहाँ ऐसे नहीं करते उंगली. You know, हम अल्लाह करते हैं तो ऐसे करते हैं, ईश्वर कहते हैं तो ऐसे करते हैं, खुदा ऊपर है, हम हमेशा ऊपर देख रहे हैं. So somewhere in the subconscious, the soul knows that भगवान यहाँ नहीं ढूंढते, हम वहाँ करते हैं, ऐसे करते हैं, हम कहते हैं ऊपर वाला जाने. So हम उसको ऊपर वाला बोलते हैं.
Correct.
It's there in our subconscious. So I am a soul, I am a pure soul, peaceful soul, happy soul, powerful soul. The supreme soul is ocean of happiness, ocean of peace, ocean of purity, ocean of power. That's the difference. I come into the cycle of birth and death. Paramatma does not come into the cycle of birth and death. So my relationship with the Paramatma is a child and a parent, a student and a teacher, a friend, a guide, a Sadguru. I can create any relationship.
Yeah.
And then as is my relationship, that is my feeling, that is my experience. So Atma, Paramatma. And so meditation that we practice, Raj Yoga, is Atma connects to Paramatma and fills the self with that love, purity, peace and power. That is Raj Yoga.
I have in every meditation only seen the divine, the supreme God, as you said, as the sun. For
Right.
me, it's never come in the form of any idol, any religious faith. It's just that. I've only
See.
seen it as light.
Idol जो है देवी देवता, see देवी देवता, we call them देवात्मा. बहुत सारे देवी देवता मतलब देवात्मा, मतलब divine souls. परमात्मा एक है. Nobody says बहुत सारे परमात्माएं, देवी देवताएं, धर्मात्माएं means our prophets.
Yeah.
So देवी देवताएं, धर्मात्माएं, महात्माएं, पुण्यात्माएं, we never say परमात्माएं. Paramatma one. Paramatma one, and so many of us, the soul.
Sister Shivani, does religion serve as a stepping stone to spirituality in some way? Because we first, as you said, see the Devatma, and is seeing the Devatma a way of reaching the Paramatma?
Not really necessary, but what is religion needs to be understood. Religion means the religion of the soul. Dharam. The right word in Hindi is easier to understand. Dharam. Dharam means the religion. Whose religion? The religion of the soul. So every prophet, they came on the planet They were teaching us the religion of the soul. They were teaching us to be peaceful, to be united, to be harmonious. Matlab, they were teaching us the qualities of the soul, the duty of the soul. They were teaching us religion. They were not creating religions. They were teaching us religion. They were not establishing dharam, they were teaching us dharam. And then we had to be in that dharam and come into our karam. Right? So the dharam of the soul is peace, purity, love and power. Now come with that dharam into your every karam. So dharam and karam has to be aligned. It goes hand in hand. Not ye mera dharam ka time hai aur ye mera karam ka time hai. Not like that. Dharam and karam. So bring your dharam into every karam. So every prophet taught us that we are souls. Peace, purity, power is our religion. And we are children of one God. And we are one family. Everyone has taught us this. Everyone said God is light, Allah Noor hai, Upar hai, Vahe Guru hai, Satnam hai. Everybody, सबका मालिक एक है. किसी ने कुछ अलग नहीं, किसी ने कहा नहीं, मैं भगवान हूँ. Everybody was saying. So everyone taught us dharam and taught us how to live our life on that dharam. Somewhere on the journey, instead of following the teaching, we only said we are their followers.
Yeah.
So I connected to the teacher.
Correct.
Rather than connecting only to the teaching.
Teaching.
And the minute I connect to the teacher, your teacher and my teacher is different. If I had connected to the teaching, your teaching and my teaching is same. You are also learning the same thing. I'm also learning the same thing. And both of us have to live on what we are learning. But when I said connected to teacher, I said your teacher, my teacher is different. So you and me are different. So then we established religion. Then we established religion. And then we said this, so many religions. Now within every religion, more teachers. So now within every religion also there is.
Yeah.
So religion came to make us united.
Ended up.
It has not ended up. We have ended up doing that.
Yeah.
Because instead of holding on to the teaching, we were only saying teacher, ye mere teacher hai. You said ye mere teacher hai. Then I said aap alag ho, main alag ho. So we started diversifying. We were actually to be united. So dharam plays a very, very important role, provided we are learning to live the dharam.
Yeah.
Live your religion. Live your religion. Open the book. Study it. Bring every word of that into your life. Then you're living the religion. If you're just saying, I'm praying, and then you're going out and shouting at somebody, then you're indulging into unethical practices, you're not able to heal your pain, then you have not taken your dharam into your life. Then your dharam is only of half an hour.
Yeah.
If you're saying, I'm very peaceful when I'm praying, but stress is normal when I'm at work, then you have not taken your dharam with you to work.
Yeah.
So dharam was not meant for half an hour. Dharam was meant for
Life.
karam.
Yeah.
Karam. So religion was teaching us that. So somewhere, some of us, I will not say everybody, some of us were not internalizing our religion. We're not internalizing our religion. We're sometimes only ritualistically doing it. Every ritual is beautiful. And that ritual was teaching me to internalize something. You know, even a simple thing like lighting a diya is a ritual. Na? So some of us light the diya every single day. And most of us believe कि दिया बुझना नहीं चाहिए. अगर दिया बुझ गया तो कुछ अशुभ हो जाएगा. So हम भागते हैं उस दिए में घी डालकर उस दिए की लौ को बचाने के लिए. Now this becomes ritualistic only. The meaning of it is being a giver, diya. Never stop being a giver. अगर आप giver होना बंद कर देंगे, जीवन अशुभ हो जाएगा. तो दिए को बुझने मत देना. मतलब मैं आत्मा हूँ, ये लाइट है, and ये गिव कर रही है, ये बुझने मत देना. That is why I was taught to light the lamp. But when I forget the meaning behind it, and I only light the lamp and then I create fear कि अगर ये बुझ गया तो मेरे जीवन में अशुभ हो जाएगा, then that ritual, instead of energizing me, is actually depleting me because I'm living in fear. So fear is a depleter.
Yeah.
So बहुत लोग religious practice को fear based कर रहे हैं. भगवान को fear based याद कर रहे हैं. Love based नहीं याद कर रहे. Many people say I'm very God fearing, but why should you fear God?
God loving.
loving.
Yeah.
But fear इसलिए because somewhere somebody said तुम ये नहीं ठीक करोगे ना तो भगवान नाराज हो जाएगा, देवी देवताएं श्राप दे देंगे. They were saying it with the pure intention that do right karma. I didn't take it the right way and I feared God, I feared the deities. I was doing so many things out of fear. नहीं किया तो मेरा गलत हो जाएगा. Then my dharam itself, if not taken the right way, actually starts becoming a depleter. Depleter, because I'm creating fear.
Yeah.
Fear is a depleter. Come to today where we are reacting, one line and we are reacting, we're becoming so intolerant, then my religion is becoming a depleter if I am not practicing that religion that way.
Or interpreting it correctly.
It is all given very beautifully. Very beautifully. But did I understand it? Most of us understand it. But do I internalize it? And then most important, do I implement it? So take your dharam into your karam. Don't say, ये सिर्फ मेरा धर्म है. मेरा धर्म ही मेरा कर्म है. Once that happens, then religion will unite us. Because religion was for uniting us. Religion was for making us peaceful and loveful. So what is spirituality? Spirituality is the essence of what we have learned. Just that it is taught to us in a very simple, direct manner. Okay, this is how you need to be. And this is how your sanskars, thought processes, and how your karam needs to be. So it just comes to me in a very straight, simple, straightforward manner. Where I'm not having to work very hard to understand it sometimes. It's just coming to me in a very simple vocabulary, which I understand, and there's a very simple concept which I need to start living. So, but it's not that it is something, it is not different.
Yeah.
And that's why when we study spiritual principles, everyone, like at the Brahma Kumaris I see, we have people from all religions and everyone is still a part of their religion.
Yeah.
So if I'm born into a Hindu family, I'm still a Hindu. And the one who's a Muslim, who's a Christian, who's a Sikh is still their religion. And when we learn spiritual principles, all of us say, अच्छा यही तो हमने सीखा था. This is what our religion taught us, फिर हमने किया क्यों नहीं?
Yeah.
So nobody says, oh, ये तो different है. No, not at all. It is absolutely the same.